are the ones that will be put down.
Okay.
I never once agreed with what happened. Because it was wrong. That is not the way of Christ.
Well, according to the Most High, retribution is coming.
Yes, it is.
All right, these other nations that did that to our people, they're gonna a lot of them.
Those who have done wickedness unto others, wickedness will be done unto them.
And in the kingdom of heaven, all the heathens are going to be slaves for 1,000 years under the Israelites and who the world called Jesus Christ.
Right.
All right, they're going to bow to the black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man. All right, and you better pray that you're a part of this nation, because if you're not, you're going to be in that same boat with these other nations. You're going to be bowing down to the feet of Israelite men.
Put another down.
Hey,
I will never put another down.
But you better pray that you're an Israelite.
Right.
Because if you're not an Israelite, that's what's going to happen
And if
to
I'm
you.
not, and that's what's to happen to me, then so be it. Because that is what he said it to be.
Okay.
So where's your husband? You need to go get if you.
I actually don't know. He kind of disappeared on me this morning.
If you guys are serious about that, then you need to go get him. Real.
But I simply wanted to make a point. I am with you guys 100%.
What's going on here?
As far as I am concerned,
She accepted judgment, man.
Got it.
Read to yourself.
Because God truly had no color.
He did have a color. He absolutely had a color.
No, he does have a color. He does have a color.
Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter. Read Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter. To yourself. We're going to keep teaching. Whatever.
Hopefully you guys are here when I get back. I might have my husband with me. If not, I hope you guys have a blessed day.
All right, now.
Because you know what? Not only have I been able to learn something from you guys, but hopefully you guys have been able to learn a little something from me.
Okay, all right.
All right.
It's Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3.
Hold on. That might be a nigga wanting to do something because she want to get her word across.
She gotta have that last word.
I gotta have something to say too. The Edomite women don't really push it that hard to have something to say. I'm just not to say that she is whatever she is. I don't think.
Hey, what we did though is we tried the spirit by the spirit. She everything we bringing out, she's accepting it, man. You know?
She even said, even if I'm not, I'm still all right with it. Yeah, okay.
Hey, either way, like if she's an Israelite, the Most High he might have mercy on her. Right. But if she's not an Israelite, she gonna still go into slavery, but she might be a concubine or something, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Might look a little better than King.
The Most High might have her cleaned up a little bit.
right.
And a brother might have that, man. You know?
Alright, we're gonna go back to your lesson, bro.
Yeah, come.
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
That's right.
And not lie.
And right now the visions are speaking. We're seeing more and more of these prophecies come to light every day that we wake up. We see these countries rising up against America. We see the dollar falling. We see more judgment is being applied to Esau as well as our people. These things are happening in a rapid speed. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
It's coming. We see it coming. Once again, we see these things coming to pass. We see these new judgments. We see Esau enacting new laws. We're getting closer to this martial law. We're getting closer to the mark of the beast being implemented and being made mandatory.
Yeah.
We see these things coming.
Hey, they saying that Apostle Tahar, he's been putting up lessons on it, but possibly in 2017, everybody might have to be a part of that mark of the beast system. All right, everybody more than likely may have to take the chip in 2017, man. All right, we don't know how true that's gonna be, but that's what the sources are saying. All right, that all Americans could possibly be chipped by 2017. All right, and Trump, he damn sure advocates it. All right, because Ben Carlson, is in cahoots with him.
Yeah.
All right.
Scientists that everybody, black scientists that everybody trusts.
Yeah.
For being the smartest guy.
Because he speaks softly.
Right. But he speaks scientific knowledge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, even when he roasted Obama at that prayer breakfast, it wasn't long before that him and Obama had teamed up to initiate this brain initiative, to where he was already talking about putting implants in people's brains. So Ben Carson is one of those people who is definitely with the chip, and he wants to put everybody's health records and their money on a chip. This is one of his main goals, and one of the things that Donald Trump is trying to get him to be the HUD secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Well, when you get into that, the quickest thing that Ben Carson from that position is he could institute the fact that if you want housing, you got to take this chip. If you want to feed your kids, you got to take this chip. So hand in hand with WIC, Section 8, and all kinds of benefits from the government, he is trying to put Ben Carson over what would be called all the things that black folks use to put their trust in Egypt, in America.
Yep.
So he's putting him in that position to where you ain't got to trust Trump, trust Ben Carson. Yep. So this is what's going on right now with that. So that's just one of those more things that we see coming on, because they said don't, it will tarry, it will come. We see those things coming to pass.
That's right.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
We just had an example of that. This Edomite come up, who has definitely had the spirit of a sodomite written all over him. His soul wasn't lifted right up. It wasn't just right in him. The first thing he come up talking about was the fact that God is not, God wasn't loving enough, or whatever that madness he was into. And we shut that down, and he had to run away from him, because we know that the wicked flee when no man pursue him. So his soul wasn't lifted up right in him, and that was just another example.
Good.
And we got another one up here taking pictures, basically.
No, he didn't want to say signs and stuff. He wanted to finish the book.
Okay, I thought he wanted
Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Signs, but just not a book.
Show my example.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yet ye also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keeper at home.
He's a proud man, and he transgresses by wine. His philosophy, his demonocracy, he pushes this all across the world. He tries to get other countries to obey his will, and if they don't, what do? He come in there and he bomb them. He destroys their economy. He brings in all these philosophies that women should be equal to men. Your children should be this way. You need to raise your kids a certain way according to his values. And this is his wine. This is all part of his wine, which is his philosophies. And this is how he transgresses. Read that again, up.
Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
And he doesn't keep at home. This man goes all across the world, getting into other people's affairs and destroying what they have. It could be even if it's a heathen country, he still wants to go in there and make them more heathenistic. Turn their ways, that even if they had some morality in their society, he tries to eliminate that and take away their resources and anything else that he can take for his own gain. This man don't sit at home for nothing. He's always in somebody else's business.
If I can say, the funny thing is, it's a key thing about Esau. Esau is always involved in things that he didn't, hey, you worried about feeding the Africans or feeding whoever else in Somalia or whatever. There are people right here in America that's starving at home. You're so busy off everywhere else doing everything else, you don't realize that you're a damn kamikaze about to kill yourself internally trying to be out there doing other stuff. You need to take care of your business at home. You know what I'm saying? He don't take care of his own business. Like, there's plenty of Edomites in this country that ain't rich. Your own country should, your own nation of people should at least be rich. Or something well taken care of. There's homeless Edomites walking around out here as well. That shows you that this man don't give a shit. He only about himself. Every individual. That's why this whole American mentality is out there. Every man for himself. Dog eat dog. You know?
Who enlargeth his desires as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Once again, this is just another example of how the white man goes around the world, setting up his military bases in everybody's countries, his embassies, and stealing the resources of the people of those countries. You got Japan right now, they want those military bases out of their country. You got the Philippines that they want those military bases out of their country. You got all these countries that's rebelling now that they want this white man out of their homes, because all he does is go over and he steals. He brings them nothing but debt, destruction, and the wayward philosophies, to the point where they can't control their women, they can't control their children, they can't control the food that they eat, because this man won't stay his ass at home and stealing all the time. All he does is steal. There's not one place on the planet where this white man hasn't touched and destroyed.
That's why it says in the book of Malachi that he's the border of wickedness. Okay? Everywhere this man is at, everywhere the sole of his feet touches, there's nothing but wickedness there, man. Nothing but deceit, nothing but destruction. Okay? Nothing but death. Okay?
That's right.
Because he's the border of wickedness, man. All right? He's the basis of man. He's the lowest of the low. He's the vilest of the earth. Okay? That's how you know who the Edomites are. And the fact that he can't keep himself to himself, and he gotta heap all these people together, that's the epitome of the New World Order. This whole one world government or one world order is about bringing everybody together under his rule, under his will. Okay, he wants to depopulate the human population, all right, to a certain capacity that he can have it easier controlling. Okay, so he has to thin the herd, so to speak. That's why he got all these different ways of killing the population off. Okay, because he wants the remainder of the people on the earth to be under his control. That's the whole purpose of getting rid of the people that opposes his New World Order and chipping everybody else that's down with his New World Order.
That's right.
That's why we know that mark of the beast is a negative thing. It's not something positive, something righteous, because we know who it's coming from. But that's why the Most High had it written down. It was such a big thing that he would come with that it's a warning sign of what to look for and what not to take, because of who it's coming from. It's coming from a wicked thief, murderer. You know?
You said the words, a wicked thief and murderer. Who does that sound like, man? Don't that not sound like Cain? Don't that not sound like the devil, man? Like it said in Habakkuk, it said the verse the brother just read, that he neither keepeth at home. So that means that this devil is all over the place. He's to and fro. Well, somebody get Job. I think it's the 2nd chapter.
About the 10th of Job.
That's the same characteristic. That's the same characteristic of Satan. Satan basically got to go all around the world and cause havoc, man, and confusion and destruction. You gonna tell me that the so-called white man is not his physical counterpart on the earth? Just look at the correlation. Look at how Satan operates, and then look at how the so-called white man operate in the flesh. And you'll see the correlation there, man. Yeah, don't even.
chapter 2.
Anger.
One.
Anger lies in
And
the
this is
lack
when
of
Satan
a fool.
was sent from the Most High to tempt Job. He had a conversation with the Most High. Okay, and they made a bet on if Job will remain faithful and hold his integrity. That was what the whole conversing was about between the Most High and Satan. And it also proves that Satan actually works for the Heavenly Father. Go ahead, Doc.
Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord.
Yeah, that's the angels. Go ahead.
And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord.
Yep, so Satan is in the midst as well as the other angels. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto
And this
Satan,
is like basically a council in the spiritual world.
and
Go
the
ahead.
Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou?
Yeah, he asked Satan, where you coming from? And look what Satan says.
And Satan answered the Lord
And that was Satan right there.
and said, from going to and fro in the earth,
From
and,
going to and fro in the earth.
and walking up and down in it.
So basically, he's all over the place.
He would keep it at home.
He doesn't stay in one spot, man. He's all over the place, causing all type of wickedness, man.
Hey, but didn't they make Cain wander in a vagabond?
That's it.
That's the same characteristic.
That's it, man.
And the Lord said unto
And the word Khazar, which the so-called Jews, all right, they go back to the Khazarian Empire. The word Khazar means wanderer. Okay, and a vagabond and a wanderer is one and the same. They're running for refuge, man. They're running from something, constantly on the run, all over the place, man.
Fugitive.
A fugitive.
No man.
All right, that's this white man. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job,
Yep.
that there is none like him in the earth, a
Yeah.
perfect and an upright man?
And that's it on that. That was the point. All right, and Job proved his integrity. But when he was talking with Satan and he asked Satan from whence thou cometh, he told him, hey, I'm to and fro, walking up and down in it, in the earth. Because everywhere Satan goes, he has to cause confusion and wickedness, man.
Mayhem.
He has to cause temptation. He has to tempt you to do evil.
I got script.
Okay? And that's what this white man is about. He's about tempting you to become wicked. To do the bidding of the left-hand side. Because he's controlled by left-hand energy. He uses the left-hand energy to control the people on the earth. All right? His witchcraft, he uses that from Satan himself. Okay? These pagan holidays, that keeps demons on you people. All right? You people are partaking in rituals that you have no understanding of.
They'll just
You're worshiping Satan. And the so-called white man was such a mastermind, he got all of you believing that celebrating these pagan satanic holidays is a thing of righteousness. Okay?
I said it's Jesus' birthday.
Yeah. That was all through the works of Satan by way of the white man. Go ahead, bro. You had something.
Yeah. This is St. John chapter 10, verse 10. It says, the thief cometh not, but to steal and to kill and to destroy.
Yep.
It says, and I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. That's the difference between the two.
Yep.
You know, the thief come nothing but to steal and destroy. Every time Esau set his foot in another man's land, he's there to kill and destroy. That's what he does. He's not coming to help you. He comes in the guise of helping you. For example, when they went to the Iraq war, he said, we coming to bring democracy. But the people of Iraq didn't want democracy. They wanted to come and steal in the guise, bringing his wine, said, we here to help y'all. We here to liberate y'all. That we going to be greeted as liberators. They wasn't greeted as liberators. Then people got to fighting back against Esau. And Esau was only there to kill and destroy. And you had millions of Iraqis killed and destroyed. Another example, you got when Hillary Clinton then went over there to Syria, Aleppo. They was there to kill and destroy. Those people, Assad wasn't asking for any help from the United States. They went there to kill, destroy, and steal. Nothing else. And now that city has been annihilated. It's been destroyed because America wanted to put their foot down and take those resources, but you had Russia there that wasn't having it because it was too close to their backyard.
Yeah, Aleppo is basically a dystopia now, man. That's a region, it turned into a ruined region that, a region that's ruined where nobody would even think of stepping foot in that place, man. You'd be afraid to even step foot over there, man. All those families, they have to get away from there, man. And that's all set up because they want that region to be the extensive region or land of Israel. That's what they really want, man.
The Zionists.
Them Zionists. That's what it all boils down to, man. You know? Hey, I got a quick real quick, bro. It's 1 Peter